Hi there, Forest City Middle School. It's Miss Leixenring here. I have not been on for a couple of weeks with a weekly update, and we have a lot of important events and information to share with you guys here in the next couple of weeks. So I wanted to just hop on and be able to provide you with some information. Obviously, you'll see I am in my hat today. We didn't have costumes at school, but we did have a hat day today for Halloween, and I think students always love and appreciate that they can wear their favorite hats. So we definitely had some creative ones, and I decided to maybe be a little less creative, but wear one of my favorite Waldorf hats. A couple of reminders coming up as we finish this week and move into the next week. Due to staff professional development, this coming Thursday and Friday, there is not any school for students. So tomorrow we'll have a normal 2:00 dismissal schedule. And then you guys as a family will have a nice 4-day weekend. So once again, students will not be in session on Thursday and Friday of this week, November 2nd and 3rd. When we come back next week, we do have a busy week with conferences on Tuesday and Thursday. So the conferences to be scheduled to be on Tuesday, November 7th and Thursday, November 9th. You should have received in the mail from the middle school kind of a nice thicker envelope. And in that envelope, we just really wanted to provide you with some information from kind of this first quarter, as well as prep you for conferences. So in that letter, you should have received a couple of things. The one thing that you should have seen is the yellow letter that kind of explains how to sign up for conferences. And there should have been your child's name with the name of the teacher they would be signing up with. That is something that's a little bit different compared to back to school conferences. With back to school conferences, kids usually signed up with their dugout teacher. And for this first round of conferences, what we do is we kind of divide and conquer amongst our grade level staff. And so they may or may not be with their advisor teacher. Usually it's a teacher who feels like they have a connection with that student, or maybe had some things that they wanted to be able to share with you as parents and students. And so they chose your child for conferences. Okay, so just make sure to check that name when you're signing up. The other thing that was in that envelope was just a basic attendance letter and information for you. So if your child had any absences throughout this first quarter, we're just providing you with that information. I think there were maybe a couple of parents that were worried or confused when they received that letter, thinking that it was maybe something that they needed to reach out to the school about, or their child had done wrong. And that certainly was not the case. Like I said in some of our previous videos, we're just really trying to increase parent and family communication around attendance, how important it is, and also just really to help provide you with resources or that communication that if there are barriers to attendance that we can help with. We know illnesses happen. We know vacations happen. Those things are very, very normal. But it really was just information to get into your hands. The last thing that you would have received as well are your child's ISASP scores from this previous spring. So we said those would come kind of the end of September, and they were a couple weeks later than that. But instead of sending you multiple mailings, we thought, let's send it all at one time. So just a quick reminder again, no school on Thursday and Friday of this week. Next week, parent-teacher conferences are on Tuesday and Thursday. And because of that, there is a conference compensation day for staff next Friday, which also means it's a no school day. So we're having some different breaks here in November. It's a little bit different schedule, but we're hoping that you get to enjoy some time as a family and kids get to enjoy a little bit of a break from school as teachers do some learning of their own. With that being said, it is a very chilly October 31st. I told kids, I said, there are no timelines or deadlines for me for trick-or-treating. So I hope that they dress warm, make safe choices, and enjoy their time out tonight.